The verdict is in, and we just love today's guest. Judge Mathis is here. And later, we're gonna pony up some tips to help you get the hottest ponytail around. So necessary. Keep it fly, keep it cute, keep it in a ponytail. Plus, we've got a fashion fix on wheels for one lucky audience member. When the Out of My Closet fashion truck stops by, it's a whole lot of show, so let's get to it.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
Necessary today.
You guys, you ladies know I like to give it up for my single girls, right?
Yes.
Well, according to the Guardian newspaper, after 6 years of being single, an English woman named Grace decided to tie the knot with herself.
Oh.
She had a full-blown wedding ceremony in front of about 50 family and friends, and even completed the wedding by kissing herself in a mirror.
Ciao.
I mean, some of y'all can't marry yourself because if you kiss the mirror, it might crack, all right?
Wait a minute.
So you ladies think this is daring or desperate?
Let me just tell you something.
Look, the audience desperate!
No.
Wow. I like it when you tell us how you feel.
Right. But no shade at all. But to me, it just sounded like she just wanted a wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she didn't want to wait on the right guy. She didn't want to wait on the right time or the right ring, you know? She just wanted the ceremony. And, like, really, like, I remember I used to kiss myself in the mirror when I was, like, 7 or 8. Like, that's what we still doing at 30? For real?
She didn't have a quinceañera. That's what
But do you
happened.
think maybe she's just tired of people asking her when you gonna get married?
Yeah,
Maybe she's satisfied, and maybe she just like, you know what, I'll have my own wedding, and that way y'all can just stop asking me.
Why not
That's
throw
it.
a big party?
I think she's just showing everybody that, you know, she loves herself.
Uh-oh. No.
She's taking loving herself to a whole nother level.
That is
That's
a new
why
level.
it's loving
Expensive level.
yourself.
I give this marriage 6 months.
Thank you.
All right, really.
Because ladies, it's a declaration to yourself and that you want to love yourself because you make yourself a better wife, mother, employer if you are loving yourself.
But I do have one question.
What?
If and when she meets somebody, is she gonna divorce herself?
Oh,
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
You said it was cool?
Yeah, and then she'll be able to split everything amongst herself. That's,
The question is, did she sign a prenup with herself?
yes, she
I
did.
bet you she didn't.
If she looked at our show, she would have.
It is a little, you know, interesting.
It's
but I gotta
interesting.
give it to her. It is daring. You gotta know that she probably knows that people might think she's a little crazy.
I just think we put so much pressure on women to get married. And I'm like, even like you guys at this table, I am so happy you're married.
Are you?
And it fits you, but it seems like I get a lot of, you know, resistance from me being a satisfied single. I think it's okay to be single and you don't have to get, you know, to the pressures of the public.
Yeah,
and
totally.
I think that's why it seems desperate to a lot of people. Because it's like, why even have a, you could have a nice party, you go on a beautiful trip,
An
spend that
amazing
money on something
birthday.
else than just a mirror and kissing yourself. It's like, that's crazy.
You could have did that in the bathroom.
Wait, you mentioned that you get
That
a lot
is
of
true.
resistance. Are you saying that people actually judge you for choosing a single life?
Well, people think that I actually don't like being single, and I do. I enjoy being single. I enjoy dating. I enjoy.
Do they not watch
being...
this show? You love being single.
I know. I know.
I live vicariously through you.
But I think a lot of people, marriage fits a lot of people. Marriage fits these two great.
Yeah.
It fits you great. It may fit you. You're
We
still
shall
trying to
see.
figure it out, you know.
Now, I have a question. Imagine being a family member of this woman and receiving an invitation
to marrying
that
herself.
she's getting married. I'd be like, oh my gosh, she found somebody, and then opening and being like, she's marrying herself.
Yes, that is
You don't think, you would be like, hold
No, the
up.
part of the ceremony where they said, is there anyone here who don't believe that she should be married to herself? Please raise your hand. Everybody should have raised their hand.
It was like, this is ridiculous.
But you know what? I will give her this. At least she just didn't up and just marry any person.
That's right.
You know, just to have a wedding.
Right.
At least she said, I'm just gonna marry myself because I don't want to marry somebody else.
I do have another question, though.
Okay.
Do you think she registered herself for this?
I think it's really cool if you make it a symbol to say, I'm going to love myself first so I can be the best type of person I can be for everything else that's going to happen after my life.
I completely agree. I just don't think
it needs to be
a ceremony with guests and a white dress.
And a cake.
I have another question for you.
Okay.
Did she consummate her marriage?
Where
is your mind today?
I'm just thinking of the things that I did when I got married.
There are ways
and how
to
it would be
consummate by
like to marry yourself, you know?
Did she light the candles
I don't
for
know.
herself?
I
Did
don't
she
know if
set
the
mood for
honeymoon.
herself?
I don't know.
Yeah, did she go on a honeymoon?
With herself?
With herself?
I think if she did, I'm really happy for her. You deserve the things that you've worked hard to earn. If you want to take yourself on vacation, if you want to buy yourself a ring, do it.
Okay.
Go for you, Grace. We're here.
I will give her that.
We're here. Look at my clap.
Okay, well,
Grace and your mirror.
speaking of solo love, you guys, I read about this new trend called solo dining.
Oh.
And it's exactly what it sounds like. You literally dine alone. And I know
do that all the time.
Right? But in some instances it can be scary, you know, because you're like you're by yourself. But then at the same time, do you guys think that there's some instances where it's a good thing, like a really fancy dinner, like you just set yourself up, you have your glass of wine,
Okay.
you have, you know, like a candlelit
You guys
dinner.
know I live alone.
Yes.
I absolutely come home at night.
Yes.
You know that I like to
You love
sleep in
candles.
pretty pajamas.
Yeah.
I will put on sexy music for myself. I will light candles. I will put my fireplace on. And I will enjoy time by myself.
Yeah, but you know what?
Good for you.
That's cool.
And I
get
love that.
I get that, but I didn't enjoy that.
I think I hear a marriage coming real
Or
soon.
something, yeah, because I can't lie, I did not enjoy that or understand that, because at first, when I was like early in my 20s, you know what I mean, I'm not going to a restaurant by myself. Like, it's a little like, you know, funny, like you talking about. But when I got in my 30s, I enjoyed myself immensely, honey, because I appreciated myself and I loved myself at that point, you know?
Yes.
So I could sit with myself and her thoughts.
Yes.
Well, my sister and I, we lived together for a very, very long time, so I didn't really have
Y'all
alone
were roommates
time.
too?
We were roommates, yes,
Wow.
for 7 years, and I would go to the movies by myself.
No.
I would.
Oh, wow,
yeah,
movies is
yeah.
a
Have
big
you
one.
ever lived by yourself?
I have, yes, I have.
Well, where
Not
was
the
Tia?
best experience of
It's-
your entire life?
Tia was with her man.
Well, why they ain't take you?
I don't want to live with my sister
Well, I'm
and
just
her.
saying, when you used to go to the movies by yourself when y'all lived
Honestly, though, Tamara, I really enjoyed it because I was a unit. I'm a twin, and we lived together.
She was in the womb
We
with
were in the
somebody.
womb together.
She ain't never had
Talking
no
about,
alone time.
You know, going to a really fancy restaurant and you're preparing to sit at a very fancy restaurant. You know, everybody is going around looking at you and you're like, I would like to have the escargot.
I would like that.
I mean, you just by yourself.
Right.
It's just,
I have the mood on both. I like, if I need a moment to myself, I love the bar. You sit at the bar
Yes.
and you just get to talk a little bit with the bartender.
No,
if you need
I
or
don't
not.
want to talk to other
I ain't
people.
But okay. But I also love eating with friends because then you can order family style and you order
we're not
different
talking
things.
about that. We're talking about eating
by
by yourself.
I like both. I have the moments on and off.
Yeah, but listen, let me tell you something. Like, you ever notice, like, when you at like a fancy restaurant, you see the girl by herself, she could be classified as like a high price
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna call
A
nobody
dancer.
out.
If I was
Right.
in this stress, that would absolutely happen to me.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Very pretty woman moment.
Okay,
Well,
then that's...
I like eating by myself because when the bill comes, I know who ate the food. Right? That's, you know,
Let me
I
tell
ain't
you
up here arguing over splitting the bill.
I promise it's very ironic to be talking about this today because just last night, Vince and I was out eating together. And we kept noticing people sitting around, like, eating by themselves. And he was like, Tamara, don't you feel like we in the Men in Black movie and they aliens?
No.
Yes, it was real weird because everybody was content and, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I couldn't do that, like, especially in a room full of, you know, a bunch of people.
I will say that when I ate by myself, I would notice people looking at me and
Yeah, we
like feeling
stare.
sorry
Really?
for me.
Definitely
yeah.
stare. Yeah, I feel sorry.
See, that's why when you go to eat by yourself, you go either to a bar or
Yes.
pick a table where you're not in the middle of everybody. I'm like, no, put me over there in the corner over there or on the side so I can look at everybody because the nice thing sometimes is when you eat by yourself, you find somebody that's eating by themselves and then you can go,
You ain't by yourself. Ow.
and then sooner or later you may not be eating by yourself all the time. You know,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's good.
I think it's nice, though, if you can eat by yourself to go out and enjoy it, but sit at the bar because a lot of times bartenders are cute.
Yeah.
And it's nice to talk and enjoy the other people that came by themselves.
Gee,
Yeah,
this is
that's
the second time you mentioned a bar, you must want a drink, girl. Or a free one.
What if, like, you get tired of eating alone one day? Like, at some point, that gets boring.
Yeah.
Where are, like, the places that you go to meet a guy?
A bank.
That's a great answer.
I never thought about that.
I never thought of
Somebody
that.
in the line, they deposit in. That's a good situation.
Yes, means
Didn't
they
think
have
about
money.
that line. You have to put that back
Yes.
in. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good
That's
one.
a great one.
How
Okay.
much money does it take to open an account?
$25.
Well, you know, at least they have that much.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
What about the grocery store? Because
I love-
it shows you that they're self-sufficient.
Even
you know?
more, I love looking at the health food markets or the health food aisle because then you know health food costs a lot of money, so they're healthy and wealthy.
Oh, you like a coin.
Healthy.
Ooh.
And
It doesn't hurt
wealthy.
that
That's a
Now,
fun
if you
fact.
go to the grocery store, be careful. Look into their cart, because if they got Pampers and some tampons, they ain't for you. All right.
That's a good
They are
point.
unavailable. I don't know
Really
what church you went to,
have-
but I must have went to a church with a bunch of closet freaks because, you know, people in their 20s, I mean, they be in church,
Everyone's married.
shouting, I mean, hallelujahing up, okay? But after church, they having drinks and getting it on. Get your life, okay? Don't think that it's just, you know,
Exactly.
no.
That's actually true.
It's true. They freaks. Closet. Lord.
Wow!
I am a
Wow!
Okay. What did you say, Tamara?
The mayor get nervous.
I am a closet freak.
Told you.
I'm
I'm a
freak.
married closet
But it
freak.
was always within your mind.
It was
You see what I'm
always
saying?
within my mind.
Same thing.
Yes.
You know what I like about church girls? Church girls know other ways. You know
We
what
do.
I'm saying?
Yes,
They
dog.
know
We are
other
very
ways
creative.
than going all the way.
We are.
Look,
Yes.
just look
Very
at
creative.
Tamara.
Well, enlighten us,
Very
Tamara.
good.
Just
no,
look at her.
You sure?
A lady doesn't tell her
Just
secrets.
lighten America on what you can do. That you know, not go all the way.
I really love foreplay. I will say that.
I think that's amazing.
But a freak in the band. I'll take that.
Really excited about this
I
conversation
think that's
right now.
amazing.
Here we go.
I think that's amazing. That's a very
I
fulfilled
like
marriage.
the singles ministry. You know, the singles
Yes,
ministry.
they had that in my church. They did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every
Yes.
Wednesday night,
Did you
I
go to
was
church
there.
with Adam?
Yes, I did.
You did. Okay. Did
Yeah,
you guys
we went to the
meet?
same
You didn't
church.
meet through church.
No. We met through my professor at Pepperdine. And it's fitting his name was Dr. Sexton. But he wasn't.
What? Of course.
Dr. Sexton. He was my economics teacher, and he knew Adam. So
That name is so
I'm just
funny.
imagining your dating life because if I'm learning that church boys are closet freaks and then you are one as
Not
well.
all church boys. We don't want
Most
to put
of
that
Most
out
of
there.
them. And your man was I think you had a very enjoyable dating life. That's all I'm saying.
I actually think that's a good stigma.
I think
What?
so.
I think there's nothing wrong with that. That's wonderful because
Being
I
a
actually
closet
most
freak?
people think that because you are, I think there's socially people think that you have to be one or another.
Yes.
You're either spiritual, which means you can't be sexual.
Exactly.
And I think it's 2014.
Yep.
You know, step up and realize you can be both.
Yeah.
Just because you are spiritual does not mean you cannot be sexual.
Adrian, don't send everybody to hell now.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying in a married context, some of us cannot all be held to the glory of God.
Let that
and
spirit fly.
how some of us just have to let it go.
Yes.
A regular ponytail is so easy to do that any girl could put her hair up in her sleep. But that doesn't mean your pony should be so boring it puts you to sleep. There are actually some chic new ways to rock that pony. So grab your hair ties and let's pony up. And here to help us perfect our ponies is hairstylist Joseph Chase. Hello, Joseph.
Hi.
Welcome.
How are
Thank you so much for being here with
Thank
us.
you for having me.
All right, so what takes a ponytail from blah to banging?
Well, you need to put some volume, some knots, some bows, whatever. Just make it sexy. Make it big and sexy.
Okay. I love it. So what do we have here?
Okay, so our first pony is called the Posh Pony.
Ooh.
What this is basically a volume ponytail. This has got a lot of texture in it too. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start by creating the texture in the top. We're gonna take a brush and backcomb into the top, right? You gotta get that. Everyone knows how to backcomb, right? We gotta backcomb that, get some sexy texture. Then we're gonna take an elastic and then we are going to tie it into a beautiful top. We want it to be as tall as possible. This is good for those girls who are lacking in that department.
Yeah, that would be me right here. That's great for the short girls.
Right, right.
I'll give
So
you a little
there we
height
go.
right there.
There we go.
That looks
Pull
so
it up,
cute.
Pull it up. There we go.
All right.
Great for girls with bangs.
Okay, Joseph.
I
want a beautiful ponytail that has some texture, so show me.
Okay, so this is the cinched pony. This is so much fun because it adds so much drama to the hair.
Okay.
So first we have our ponytail. Then we're going to take a section underneath.
Right.
We're going to crisscross this section all the way down throughout the ponytail.
Oh.
Okay, and then at the very, very end, we're going to take an elastic.
That
Get
is
an
so hot.
I know,
elastic
it
here.
looks like it's hard, but it's really simple.
Yeah.
Oh, it's super, super simple. And make sure that you tie it off.
Oh, those are like one of those
here.
clear little rubber bands.
Yeah, you want it to be clear or you want it to actually match your hair.
Simple.
And so, see, that creates this beautiful, beautiful texture.
Yeah.
And you can
So
actually
hot.
blend it in.
Oh, wow.
And that's so beautiful,
That's
right?
beautiful.
I love that.
Cool.
I want to try that.
Blend it in.
That's beautiful. I absolutely love this last look
This
because
is
I'm
so
such a
much
girly
fun.
girl. Yes.
Oh, I love it.
So
I'm a girly girl, too.
You are.
So,
Okay.
so this is really great because this actually takes one of those accessories that you're used to as a little girl, bow,
Yeah.
and you're actually creating,
let's
of
turn it
course, the hair in a bow. You're going to create a loop and then take the rest of the hair and you're going to tie it like in a ribbon, okay? And then you're going to flip it over.
It's like tying a shoe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then with the little bobby pin,
Oh, that's so cute.
you're going to secure and then you're going to pull it through.
Oh,
you have
that's
a little
all
bow.
day.
That's so
That is
me.
you
That
all
is
day.
so
That
That
is
is so cute.
cute.
It's like the hair is the hair accessory.
Yes, so bomb.
Our guest today went from being on the wrong side of the law to becoming the youngest judge in the state of Michigan.
Yes.
Since then, he's been given second chances and handing out justice for 16 seasons on Judge Mathis. Please welcome the Honorable Judge Greg Mathis.
Judge, you are known as a no-nonsense type of guy. What happens when you're not wearing the robe? What type of guy are you?
I'm taking orders, quite frankly.
Okay.
Particularly
Okay.
when I'm at home.
Okay.
I'm the lowest man on the totem pole. I have to follow what my wife does. Then it's down to the children, what they do. I'm committed to them.
Nice. You have launched several programs to help young men and women better themselves. And I actually heard President Obama asked for your help to help in one of his programs, My Brother's Keeper.
I serve on the task force for My Brother's Keeper, President Obama's initiative to help men of color, young men of color. And we know that they suffer disproportionately from everything wrong in society. We made recommendations to the president on the best way we believed would make a change in their lives. And then the president went out and raised $900 million.
Wow. Oh my gosh, Judge.
Yeah,
That's
non-government
amazing.
money. And now we're going to help fund organizations around the country that practice those recommendations that we made.
That's
that's
amazing.
That's amazing.
I love it. Judge,
That is great.
Judge Mathis, I'm a huge fan of your show after 16 seasons of Judge Mathis.
Yes.
What would you say is your most memorable case?
I had a young man come on. He was from the street gangs here in L.A., moved to San Francisco to be with his aunt, and he had an uncle or his aunt's husband who was really abusive toward him. So he brought his aunt's husband to court for throwing his things out and locking him out one day because he came in after midnight. So he was going off on the young man. You ain't nothing. You'll never be nothing. So that really bothered me because I saw myself in the young man, if you will. The good news is he came back 2 years later, the young man, and he had his associate's degree.
Wow.
He was a youth minister. And he said, Judge, you helped change my life. Now, I said, I don't know about the youth minister part, but I think I was a good example otherwise.
Well,
That
you
is
know,
awesome.
16 seasons is a big deal, Judge
Yes,
Mathis.
and
What
a
do you
lot of
think
coins.
keeps this show going?
I think it's my relatability. Whether it's a street kid, I used to be that. Whether it's a single parent, I had a single parent. If they're wild and crazy, I have that in my family, like you all do.
Yeah.
You know, people get...
No shade over here,
People
though.
irritate me when they come up to me. Where do you get those crazy people from? I say, I get them from your family reunions,
Yeah.
from your neighborhoods, and from your church.
Wow. Welcome back. We're here having having fun with Judge Mathis, and you know that here on The Real, we don't always agree on things, right, girls?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, we knew we couldn't have the judge here and not have him help us out a little. So, welcome to our courtroom for a game we like to call Don't Judge Me, Judge.
All rise. All rise. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. How you doing, Judge?
I'm fine.
This is the case of Housley versus Braxton Herbert in the case of emotional distress. Judge, you're gonna want to hear this one.
Okay, Your Honor, my co-hosts, including the defendant Tamar over there, are always going out on the town and they never ever invite me, okay? Look how distressed I've been.
Show the evidence.
Y'all all went out,
Yes.
and you didn't invite, me.
I'm fun. She said, we want to take shots. You want to drink wine.
Oh, I can
Sober
turn
driver.
up.
You
I
could be
can
the
turn
sober-
up. I'm fun.
Well, I have a question for you. Can you turn it up?
I turn up. I do.
Lies.
I have a question for you, Judge. Do you have to turn up to have fun?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Lies.
You can have fun without turning it up. Although, I do turn up.
Don't turn up like my bailiff. Then you're all right.
Pick me. Okay, I mean, she don't want to have shots. She want to drink red wine while we drinking hard liquor and Brussels sprouts. I don't want that. I want like hard liquor and French fries. I can't live my life like that. That ain't cool.
I have to admit, Judge, she don't turn up that much.
I do have a witness, Judge. I do turn up.
Please present your witness.
I would like Adrian Bailon to be my witness.
This is an ex-cheater girl, Your Honor.
Okay,
Just
yes.
ignoring you.
So, Adrian,
Well, she
please.
knows about turning it up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What had happened was, we were on a flight.
Yes.
And the plaintiff here dipped into some brown liquor.
I had a Jack and Coke.
On the flight.
On the flight.
And we were all the way turned up.
I don't believe that.
Well, after hearing the testimony, I'm going to order you to give me 20 hours of twerking each week. And Tamar,
Yes.
you take her out and get her to twerking.
Yes, won't he do it? Yes.
All right?
Get your life.
This is the case of Bailon versus Mai. Now, Judge, Adrian is suing for defamation because she says Jeannie judges her for one of her fetishes.
Okay.
Adrian?
Jeannie is judging me because I like my man to smell of his natural scent as a man.
You mean not wash?
No, I didn't say that.
She likes to smell under his armpits.
I have evidence.
Judge.
Oh.
That's my evidence. I have evidence. He likes the smell of, like, men's armpits. Yes. Like, ew!
May I plead my case?
Yeah, what is she into?
Hey, when she says she enjoys his armpits, look at her height. She is all up in that junk.
I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying what. Okay, what
Tell her
I'm
about the
saying,
research,
Judge,
Adrian.
Now, I would like to submit some research that it is scientifically proven that if you are in love with somebody or sexually attracted to them, there is something called
Pheromone.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's
Pheromone. Judge.
Thank you, Tamar.
No,
I mean,
that's
Tamara.
I'm helping her out. I want to witness.
There's something called pheromone, and that is the natural scent of that man. And because you love him and you're in love with him, you love his natural
Judge.
scent.
No, it's not called pheromones, it's called funk, okay? And that's exactly what that is.
No, it is not.
Get your life
like
together.
Sweet baby Jesus, I'm telling you.
No.
Oh, you're in a court.
Okay, sorry, Judge. Sorry.
Judge, what do you think?
I think she's nasty. What? Man, do you smell good? Verdict for the defendant. Adrian is sentenced to stay 50 feet away from all armpits. That's my judgment. Have a good day. Court is adjourned.
Court is adjourned.
Welcome back. So we all need a place to unload and vent, right? And wouldn't you know that this is the place? Now, we've been collecting our biggest gripes, and now we're gonna just let them all out. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
For the rant of the week. All right, right, you guys, this is something that people do on Instagram, and it literally gets on my last nerve. You know when you're going through your comments, and it's like, follow for a follow, or like for a like. Like, how corny is that? Like, how about if I like your picture, I actually might like it. But now I'm definitely not following you because that's just corny.
Right.
I don't want to see it anymore.
Okay.
I agree.
You got it out.
Yeah, it's gone.
I love it, I love it.
Well, let me tell you what I can't stand. When people illegally download or pirate music. I am sick of it. We have singers here, we have performers. I mean, you are not supporting or helping anybody but yourself when you do that. It is plain selfish. How can you claim you're a fan? If you don't even pay for the music,
That's right.
she works hard, people.
Yeah, she
Buy
does.
the music, respect the creators, pay the piper, literally.
Okay, well, guys, I get so bothered by people who try to justify their mistakes. Look, yes, everybody makes mistakes. It's part of being human, but when you do, just own up to it.
Yes.
It's not that hard, and people will respect you for handling your business, admitting you messed up, and doing your best to make it right, right?
right,
yeah.
Stop with the excuses already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, I feel real petty boots right now because y'all have dropped a sermon and mine is not about life. Okay?
Okay.
What? If you know me, then you know about this life right here, okay? I
Okay.
am so not good with technology. And by the time I actually figure out how to use my phone, it done came out with a new phone.
Very true.
And she ain't got no time for that. Get your life. Stay